Grump-Pea. This is like my first proper video that I'm going to release on this new channel that I'm doing, because I used to make YouTube videos like ages ago, but yeah, I decided to dedicate this mainly to cosplay help and things like that, and whatever else I feel like putting up here. So the first video will be about contouring. My mother is laughing at me in the background. Please ignore her, because she will come in and giggle and distract me from this very, very important video. I have seen countless amounts of people wherein they're contouring badly. They do many things that you should not do when you're contouring, and I will address these problems one by one. Yeah, so my main issues are blending it, putting it in the wrong position, using shimmery products. Those are my three main issues that people do when they contour, which I will address in this video, as well as applying blush with contour and highlighting, because those are very important things. So I will do natural contouring, as I'm not really looking to change my face shape that drastically for a character or to emphasize any certain features. I'm working with my face. So this was actually a really cheap palette, and I 10 out of 10 recommend it. If you guys want the link for this, send me a message and I will tell you where I got this from. And it was like, I don't know, maybe like £4 to £7. So it's pretty good for the actual product, because trust me guys, makeup is not cheap. Good makeup is not cheap. So you can use powder. If you've already set your makeup with powder, then use a powder contour. But if you haven't yet set your powder, you can use a cream product to contour with. So as you can see, it goes from like quite deep colour to light to the top, and these ones are for colour correcting. This is a concealer palette, so you can use concealer or foundation. I've used a very dark foundation before when contouring, like Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. He does contouring and highlighting like extreme like that, and lots of drag makeup tutorials show you how to do it like drastically. I've done that before, but you must blend properly, otherwise you will look terrible. So blending is key in makeup. Blend, 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 and then we will be friends. I will draw in for you where you will have to contour with a blonde eyebrow pencil, because you can sort of rub this off, or you can use a white highlighter, anything that you can blend in, or you can use your cream contour if you want. But this is where I contour. You do it here, from there and there. So from the start of your eyebrows, or where your nose bridge is, you just bring that down, and just down there. So you want to draw like lines. Ooh, hello lipstick. Draw lines like that. So it goes on either side of the nose. You can sort of blend it in, so you don't have to be that even, but just make sure, if you're doing it to your natural nose shape, if you were going to do another shape, for example, if you wanted more button nose, you would draw like a line here and then blend it in. It's all about creating shadows and stuff. Sometimes people do it down here, but today we're going for quite a simple contour. So you can even do it with like an eyeliner, and this has no shimmer in it, no shimmer whatsoever, and this will give you the illusion of a slimmer nose. You just blend it in, and as you can see how natural that looks, like literally you can barely see it, but it makes a difference. So I will be demonstrating with these two colours, because these are the darkest in the palette. Yeah, as you can see, this is the palette. 10 out of 10 recommend this palette. And this might look a little bit harsh to begin with, but we blend this, and I blend it into where my socket line is a little bit, into here, like the crease area, just in the hollows kind of here in the corner. This makes it look more natural rather than like two lines down your face, and it also brings out the nose bridge a bit more, which we want to do. Another thing people do when they contour way out of the line. As you can see, look how I've blended it. I'm blending it and keeping it into that line. People drag it out to here and it just looks terrible. That's not how you contour, let me tell you now. That is not how you contour. Make sure it's nice and blended with a powder that suits your skin tone, or yeah. So that's contouring the nose, and it just looks slimmer and stuff, and it does make a difference. Let me just do the cheekbones and the face. I use the Real Techniques contour brush. So again, I use the darkest colour and the second darkest colour in the palette, so this kind of tan colour and this very dark colour, and I mix them. And what you do, you find the hollows of your cheeks. By doing that, you can feel where your cheekbone is here. That area under it, that is where you want to contour. And you can also draw this in with the white eyeliner if you need to, or with a pencil that you can blend in like I did earlier with my nose. But as you can see, this area here, this is where you contour. And you can bring the contour up to your temples as well to, you know, make the area appear smaller. You can do it if you have a large forehead. You can contour here and here, and a little bit here to make your forehead smaller as well. And sometimes I do it under the jawline as well, to, you know, sharpen it and to make my jaw seem smaller and stuff. So basically, when you contour, you're receding a feature. When you're highlighting, you're bringing out and emphasizing that feature. You don't want to put too much contour on, otherwise it's going to be terrible to blend out. So you just want to you just build it up. With all makeup, you kind of want to build it up. Okay, I'm actually going to do an example with a cream product, just just so you guys can see what it's like. If you use a very dark colour, it's going to be quite difficult to blend in, so I go for one of them towards the dark segment of it, and you can see I've got that loaded up on the brush, and as you can see, I'm drawing just a line where the contour should be, so around here, and just sweeping motions, you want to blend that product out. You don't want any streaks, you don't want there to be a visible line. You want it to look as seamless as you can, like it's natural. Makeup is an illusion. So I will quickly go over highlighting and the blush that you can use when you're contouring. Highlighting, you can use a shimmer this time, because you want the light to reflect from the little particles that are in the shimmer to create a really nice effect on your face. Or so you can use eyeshadow or an actual highlighting powder, or something that comes in a set. Sometimes you get a highlighting shade. For a matte option, because I have very pale skin, I tend to go for the white and the very light powder, and you put it above where you contoured, and it really makes it, it defines your face. And you put that there. You can also do this with a cream product, but I'm not choosing to do it with the cream product because that is time consuming. You highlight in areas where the light would hit in a way, so areas that you want to emphasize. So I normally do it on the top of my cheekbones. Sometimes when I do my contouring, to emphasize the contouring, I do it under there to make it stand out more, so just a little bit under there will make the contouring pop. I sometimes does some on my Cupid's bow, but I'm not doing it this time because I'm wearing red lipstick. Your Cupid's bow is right there and it brings your lips out a little bit. You can do it on the top of your eyebrows, under your eyebrows, so the brow bone, which I normally do when I'm doing my eyeshadow anyway. And you can do it at the top of your head. It's areas that you want to emphasize and bring out. Load up your brush and put it down your nose. You can use a smaller brush for this if you're doing it in smaller areas. But it just adds that lovely shimmery effect, and it just brings light to the face. So I'm just going to brush it out a little bit, and I'll just add a little bit more on my cheeks. And it, like, if you're doing this for cosplay, it just looks great in pictures, or if you're going out, it looks great in pictures, and it looks nice for yourself, so you can just be like, look how great I look. Okay, so I'm going to go over blush really quick. I will use my blush palette again before I put it away. You can apply blush as well if you contour. It's not exclusive. If you just use contour or bronzer, doesn't mean you can't use blush. You just have to make it blend together so it doesn't look weird. You have to make everything look as natural as possible if that's the effect you're going for. So I like to go for these peachy orangey colours because I have a yellow undertone to my skin, and sometimes using more cool tones can look a little bit weird. So I will just load up my brush with this and apply it to like this part of my cheek, sometimes the apple or sometimes the outside of my cheeks, and just blend upwards. Because you don't want to bring your face down, you want to bring everything up. You want to give your face a lift. So when you're contouring, lift. When you're blending it, don't blend downwards, you blend upwards. Apply that there, and brush this. Everything looks more defined and put together, and it just completes your look. So if you're going to contour, please watch this video if you don't really know how. If you like to, if you've got any suggestions for more makeup videos for me to do, if you guys don't know how to do anything, like I know what some things that people have been saying to me is like, primer, what primer do I use, or what foundation should I use, or what eye primer should I use, or how do I keep my eyeliner from running down my face all day at conventions, or what are colour correcting products to use, how do you use them? So if any of those subjects interest you at all, or even like cool wall tones for like face, like any makeup theory you want to know, please send me a comment or a line or anything that you need to know about makeup, and I will do a video for you like this and in much detail as I can possible. But yeah, so this has been P. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!